Hey guys, today we want to talk to you about removing rust from woodworking tools, but the real story is protecting your tools from getting rust in the first place. It's a lot easier to prevent rust than it is to remove rust. 3 steps or 3 considerations are control the humidity, avoid getting your tools wet, and apply some sort of protective coating. Let's talk about humidity. Humidity wreaks havoc on tools, whether it's a detached garage or an unheated type of basement workshop or something. It's metal surfaces will get corrosion and rust. You have to control the humidity in the air. Purchase a dehumidifier and run it. It's that simple. It really is. I set mine up so that the dehumidifier can run all the time and drain into a sink, and I don't have to worry about emptying the reservoir on it. For hand tools, things that are in drawers and toolboxes, you can buy those moisture absorbing gel packs, or you can get a VCI or vapor control corrosion inhibitor. A vapor corrosion inhibitor sells from companies like Bullfrog. They sell these sheets. You put them into your drawer. They emit a vapor within the drawer, in the enclosed drawer or toolbox space, that electrochemically bonds to metal surfaces, and it protects it from rust and corrosion. And the beauty is that the vapor gets in all the nooks and crannies that you can't necessarily get into, like on a hand plane or something like that. Avoid getting your tools wet. You know what? Don't put iced drinks on your metal tabletops. You know, mobile contractors like myself, we're working outdoors, our tools get wet. Try to prevent them from getting wet. Wipe them down when they get wet. Try to transport them in an enclosed van, trailer, or truck. And maybe even use storage containers and toolboxes that are weather resistant to keep your tools dry. Simple, right? Sounds it, but it's not that simple. And lastly, apply some sort of protective coating, like a T9 or a Bullfrog or even just a paste wax. I'm old school. I do the paste wax. It protects the metal, keeps the rust from, forming. The way that you remove rust from a tabletop is simple. I'm lazy, so I use a random Orbital Sander. You can use a Scotch-Brite pad, 220 sandpaper, 400 wet dry. It really doesn't matter. I'm not going to get technical on this. I put the finest grit sandpaper on my random Orbital. I sand down my metal surfaces. I use a little mineral spirits and a rag, and I wipe everything clean. I keep wiping until it shows clean and looks clean. When it's dry, I apply the paste wax, liberally put it on, circular motion, just like you're waxing your car. And then when it's dry, I buff it off. I do that 3 times a year maybe, and I keep my tools clean. But to recap, it's not any one particular thing. It's controlling humidity, keeping your tools from getting wet, and protective coatings. I'm Rob Robillard. We'll see you next time. Take care.